All right, welcome back. Let's get to a story that's all new this morning. Children's books feature all sorts of colorful characters, but a popular book fair program is catching heat for supposedly making its selections less diverse. Abby Larico joins us now to verify what's really happening here. Good morning.
Hey, Wisdom, good morning. Who else here remembers the Scholastic Book Fair? I know for me it was the highlight of my elementary education, but books like these, stories by and about civil rights icons like Ruby Bridges or John Lewis, and others with stories of diversity and adversity might not be so easy to find at your local book fair, and that has some on social media pretty angry.
Did you know the Scholastic Book Fair just made a button to get rid of all the books with black characters?
They will start censoring books about queer and trans people and other controversial topics like racism from their school book fairs.
So did Scholastic take all books with diverse stories off the shelves? We checked with these sources, including Scholastic Policy, to verify no, but there have been changes. Planning an elementary school book fair starts with the Scholastic rep sharing the catalog of books, a sort of baseline selection, then other cases you can choose to add on, like holiday-centric or science-focused books, or the new Share Every Story, Celebrate Every Voice collection that's at the heart of all of this. We checked the book list. While characters of color from various backgrounds and touting self-confidence can be found in the broader selection, books dealing most directly with topics of race and the queer experience are placed in this optional collection. And Scholastic says it's actually a way to try to keep these books accessible wherever possible, as vocal groups in school districts and several states push rules and laws banning books with topics they don't like. The American Library Association says this year is on pace to have the highest number of attempts to censor library materials since they began tracking this. Most challenges are to books, quote, written by or about a person of color or a member of the LGBTQIA+ community. Scholastic says, quote, these laws create an almost impossible dilemma. Back away from these titles or risk making teachers, librarians, and volunteers vulnerable to being fired, sued, or prosecuted. And Scholastic goes on to say, we don't pretend this solution is perfect, but the other option would be to not offer these books at all, which is not something we'd consider. But guys, just keep in mind, these are changes for elementary school and younger book fairs. Middle school book fairs remain unchanged.
So much to say about that story, Abby, but I just don't have time to make sure my comments are TV friendly. I'll just leave it like that. I think that it's so important to learn about all different backgrounds, and the place to start that might just be at that elementary school level. So anyway, but I appreciate that report.
Right.
And through books.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.